Tired of hearing the endless hype about electric cars and their so-called clean future? Well, Hyundai just threw a curveball that could change everything. They've unveiled a hydrogen combustion engine, the N74 fuel cell, and it's making waves across the auto industry. Forget the old gas versus electric debate. Hydrogen is stepping up as a serious contender. This engine isn't just about raw power and efficiency, it's about slashing emissions while still delivering the thrill of performance driving. Think of it as the superhero of engines, powerful, clean, and on a mission to save the planet 1 mile at a time. With Hyundai's CEO pulling the wraps off this innovation, the buzz is real. Picture the roar of a high-performance engine without the dirty exhaust. That's a future worth getting excited about. In today's video, we'll break down Hyundai's revolutionary hydrogen engine, its jaw-dropping performance, its eco-friendly edge, and why it could completely reshape the future of driving. Who knows? Before long, hydrogen-powered machines might be cruising right past your driveway. Unlike traditional electric vehicles weighed down by massive batteries, hydrogen fuel cell cars are lighter, cleaner, and honestly, a lot smarter. They rely on a fuel cell stack that fuses hydrogen with oxygen from the air, creating electricity on the go. And the only byproduct? Pure water vapor. That's right, you're not just driving, you're leaving behind nothing but a mist of clean water. Now don't get lost in the science. Think of hydrogen as the next evolution of fuel. Just like pulling into a gas station, you'll soon be pulling into hydrogen pumps. And the best part is it takes only 5 minutes to fill up. No hours of waiting around. Plus, with longer ranges than most electric vehicles, hydrogen cars promise coast-to-coast freedom without constant charging stops. And Hyundai isn't stopping at just one model. They're planning to roll out hydrogen tech across the board: sedans, SUVs, trucks, even heavy-duty vehicles. You might be thinking, but I never see hydrogen cars on the road. And, well, that's true for now. Only about 15,000 were registered in the United States by mid-2022. But you know, California is already building a solid network of fueling stations, and Hyundai is investing big in the infrastructure needed to bring hydrogen driving to the masses. You know what the most common element in the universe is? It's hydrogen. But don't let its pure and innocent atomic state fool you. Hydrogen is always looking for some action and always ready to bond with anyone and everyone in sight. And you know what? That makes it a great energy carrier. With the world's focus shifting towards reducing carbon emissions, hydrogen has emerged as a major player in the decarbonization of transportation, and that's where Hyundai comes in. They're not just working on developing an entire ecosystem for hydrogen fuel production, storage, and transportation, they're also making it more accessible and affordable for us common folk. Hydrogen combustion engines have some serious potential, folks. They emit no carbon dioxide or any harmful exhaust out of their tailpipes, just water vapor. And the best part? You won't have to worry about charging time, as it only takes about 5 minutes to refuel them for another 300 to 400 mile adventure. But wait, there's more. The hydrogen combustion engine can be used in a wider range of applications beyond transportation. It can be used in power generation, marine propulsion, and even in the aviation industry. That's right, the possibilities are endless. And you know what's even cooler? Hyundai's investment in this technology is expected to be a catalyst for other car manufacturers to step up and invest in similar technology. This will lead to more competition and innovation in the market, which will ultimately benefit us, the consumers. As you may know, traditional fossil fuels are a major contributor to air pollution and climate change. But with hydrogen fuel becoming more widely available and affordable, we could be looking at a game changer. Not only would it help reduce emissions, but it would also reduce our dependence on foreign oil. In addition to water, hydrogen can also be derived from biomass, which includes organic materials like agricultural waste or wood chips. This method of hydrogen production, actually repurposes waste material that would otherwise decompose and release methane, a really potent greenhouse gas, into the atmosphere. And hydrogen can even be extracted through steam methane reforming. Though, honestly, this method is less eco-friendly unless it's paired with carbon capture technology. This holistic approach is, well, crucial for overcoming one of the primary hurdles facing hydrogen adoption infrastructure. The so-called chicken and egg problem, where consumers won't buy the cars until the fueling stations are widespread, and companies won't build the stations until there are enough cars, is being tackled head-on. Hyundai is partnering with governments and energy companies to accelerate the deployment of hydrogen refueling stations, focusing initially on key commercial routes and metropolitan areas to build a critical mass. For the everyday driver, the transition to a hydrogen vehicle would be far less disruptive than switching to a battery electric car. The driving experience is, honestly, nearly identical to that of a conventional gasoline car, complete with familiar engine sounds and vibrations that performance enthusiasts really appreciate. There's no need to change driving habits or plan long journeys around charging station locations and wait times. The convenience of a 5-minute fill-up for a 400-mile range cannot be overstated. It represents the closest thing to a seamless, zero-emission replacement for the internal combustion engine we have ever seen. Looking ahead, the potential applications are, honestly, staggering. Imagine container ships crossing oceans, not on heavy, polluting bunker fuel, but on clean-burning hydrogen. Picture regional airplanes taking off with drastically reduced noise and carbon footprints. Envision entire data centers or neighborhoods powered by backup generators that emit only pure water. Hyundai's N74 engine is more than a new powertrain. It is the proof of concept for a hydrogen-based society. The road ahead is not without its challenges. Bringing down the cost of hydrogen production, distribution, and the vehicles themselves is paramount. Safety perceptions, though manageable with modern engineering, must be addressed through public education. However, the momentum is undeniable. With major investments from automotive giants like Hyundai, Toyota, and BMW, hydrogen combustion is no longer a fringe idea. It is a serious, viable, and incredibly promising pathway to a sustainable future. So, the conversation around clean energy is, really evolving, and it's becoming clear that there isn't just one single solution out there. Battery electric vehicles are excellent for many applications, but for heavy-duty, long-range, and high-utilization needs, hydrogen actually offers a pretty compelling and complementary alternative. Hyundai isn't just building a new engine, they're helping to build an entirely new ecosystem, one that promises to preserve the joy of driving while at the same time steadfastly protecting our planet. The future of mobility is not just electric. Honestly, it's increasingly looking like it will be hydrogen too. But it doesn't end there. Hydrogen combustion engines, unlike traditional gasoline and diesel engines, emit only water vapor as a byproduct. That's right, no carbon dioxide, no carbon monoxide, and no unburned hydrocarbons. This means they offer the performance and familiarity of internal combustion engines, but with a much cleaner environmental footprint. They also maintain much of the infrastructure and mechanical design of traditional engines, making it easier for manufacturers to adapt existing platforms rather than developing entirely new vehicle architectures, as is required with battery electric systems. In summary, hydrogen fuel is not just renewable, it's revolutionary. It has the potential to reshape entire industries, drastically reduce environmental harm, and offer a sustainable, efficient, and practical path forward for global energy needs. As innovation continues and the cost of hydrogen production decreases,